What's up, beautiful entrepreneurs? Hyperpigmentation has been haunting, and I mean haunting, so many of us. We've been trying to figure out, how do we clear our skin? How do we even out our skin tone? Well, I'm here to share with you 5 proven ingredients to help you with your hyperpigmentation. This is great to start out with your business as well. And I will also discuss how these can be combined with each other, if they should be combined with each other, and how you go about doing so. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the video. So coming in at number 5 is going to be azelaic acid. Now this is going to come in a powdered form. Azelaic acid is a really great acid to have for hyperpigmentation because it really helps to stop hyperpigmentation in its track. It has anti-inflammatory properties that help to tackle acne and hyperpigmentation. So you kind of get a 2-in-1 with this product. So I would really use this product if you're making cleansers. I would use it for facial creams, something to use that is going to be really great for acne on your face. This can be great for your body acne packages as well. So if you're wanting to help with any body acne issues, this can be a really great ingredient to not only help tackle the acne aspect of the skincare issue, but also helping to get rid of the hyperpigmentation that a lot of times also comes with your acne. I know for me that is a big issue when it comes to my acne, is also getting those dark spots. So if you can have a 2-in-1 with that, this acid is going to be really helpful in that. Now this is going to be a water soluble acid, so it's going to be best to add it in at the water stage. Now azelaic acid does have a usage rate of 0.5 to 10%. Now this is a large range, but when it comes to these acids, you kind of want to start off on the lower end of the spectrum. So you would want to start off at 1 to 2% and then work your way up, and also seeing how your skin will respond to this. So coming in at number 4, now this is going to be kojic acid. Now this is an acid that I have mentioned before on my channel, and I really enjoy using kojic acid. I'm sure you've seen this a lot as well in the skincare community, because we have a lot of the kojic soaps and the serums and everything like that, which is really great for hyperpigmentation. Now when it comes to this ingredient in general, kojic acid is actually derived from fungus, and it actually helps to prevent and treat hyperpigmentation. So it's one of those ingredients that even after you've gotten rid of that hyperpigmentation, it's great to continue to use those soaps or those serums to help keep that hyperpigmentation at bay, because a lot of times it can still come back. Now the recommended usage rate of kojic acid is 1 to 5%. Now when I've talked about kojic acid in the past, I've always said to use it at 1%, especially just starting out. That's what I always use it at, and I find it to be very effective. Once you've gotten your skin used to this acid, then you can up the percentage, but you still want to do that patch test to see how your skin's going to react to a higher percentage, because you can use upwards to 5%. You just want to be careful, especially if you're just starting out and if you've never even used this ingredient before, that you aren't using at too high of a percentage and you causing any skin irritation. Now the preferred pH for kojic acid is going to be 3.5 to 4.5, so you want to make sure that you are in that range. When it comes to kojic acid, I think this is really great for any facial creams, body creams, and this is also really great for serums as well. Now coming in at number 3 is niacinamide. Now this is also known as vitamin B3. You'll see those both, and that's just what niacinamide is. Now I know that we always see niacinamide when it comes to skin brightening and helping to brighten up your skin and make your skin look more youthful and lively and smooth, but it also helps with hyperpigmentation, and this is because of its qualities in being able to help with the brightening aspect and bringing more brightness to your skin. The big deal with niacinamide is that it limits the transfer of small structures in cells that are causing hyperpigmentation. So it's kind of helping in the back end of helping with the cell breakdown in the structure to help to stop the hyperpigmentation. So the recommended usage rate for Niacinamide is going to be from 1 to 10%. So that's a really great soft spot to start, especially if you're going to be combining this with other ingredients. But stick with me because we're going to get to that and understanding how we can combine these and if these can be combined. Now, when it comes to the pH of your products with niacinamide, that's going to be from 5 to 7. So it's going to be that soft spot for that as well. Okay, so now coming in at number 2, and this is going to be glycolic acid. Now, I know I've been seeing this one come up a lot more recently. Glycolic acid helps with the renewal and removal of melanin production cell by cell. So it's really helping to minimize that hyperpigmentation. Glycolic acid is going to be in a liquid form. This is a water soluble ingredient, so it's going to be best to add this in at your water stage, so with your glycerin or within your distilled water. So let's just remember always make sure that you understand if it's water soluble or oil soluble, so that you understand at what point in your formulation process you're going to be adding in the ingredient. Now, when it comes to the pH for glycolic acid, it's going to be best at 2.75. Okay, so now coming in at number 1, and this is going to be retinol. Now, I know this is not one that you may have thought that was going to be on this list, and in doing my research for using ingredients for hyperpigmentation, retinol is actually one of the biggest ingredients when it comes to that. Topical retinol is going to help with removing age spots, liver spots, sunspots, and those forms of hyperpigmentation. And what's happening with retinol is that it's actually helping to increase cell turnover, which is helping it to basically bring out new skin. It's actually helping in skin cell turnover. So it's actually helping to create new skin. So your skin is starting to have that turnover, so you're starting to see the new skin come up, and that's where the dark spots are starting to fade. And retinol is really powerful in doing this on its own. So retinol is a really great ingredient to add in, and you'll mainly want to use this in products that are going to be staying on your skin. So like your face creams, your serums, those forms of products, because this is going to stay on your skin. It's going to help with that cell turnover. You want to make sure that it's able to stay on your skin so that you get the best use out of retinol, because retinol is a very expensive ingredient to use. So you want to make sure that you're getting the best out of it. So now for retinol, the usage rate is going to be 0.123%. And this is going to be like more of like a sensitivity thing when it comes to this ingredient, because your skin has to kind of get used to retinol. And if it's not something that your skin is used to, it can cause skin irritation. If you have very sensitive skin, it can cause some skin irritation as well. So again, it's best to always use a patch test when you're using retinol, starting off at a small percentage and seeing how your skin reacts to that before you start to add more and more. You start to increase the percentage of what you're using. So now the pH for retinol is going to be between 5 and 6. So that's what you're going to be looking out for when it comes to testing that out as well. Okay. So now for the big question of how can these be combined? Can they be combined? And how would all of this work? Now, when it comes to these ingredients, a lot of them do not work well together or wouldn't be recommended to work together. For example, your glycolic acid and your kojic acid, there are some products that will have those two combined together, but those are dermatologist recommended products and they've been tested to do so. A lot of times what's happening is that you're not getting the proper pH for both of them to work properly together in order to actually have the most optimization out of the ingredients. If you're just doing this as a DIY and you're just trying to use these ingredients yourself, it is best to have those ingredients be separate and you have two separate products that you have created in order to use them. So I wouldn't use them all in one product, but I'll have two separate products for the acids. Now, when it comes to your retinol in combination with these other ingredients can cause a chemical reaction and can cause you to have some skin irritation when it comes to it being combined with the acids and other ingredients that I have mentioned. And when it comes to retinol and combining it with these other products, I would be very, very careful with doing that, and I wouldn't recommend doing that just starting out, especially if you're, a beginner in making these forms of products for hyperpigmentation. And now if you're trying to sell these products yourself, when it comes to using a lot of these ingredients, it would be best to sell them as a kit and have a kit on your website where it's a nighttime routine kit or it's a morning time routine kit. And you have these separate products with these ingredients separately, and these can be used in combination with each other because the product itself already has the proper pH for that particular product, and so you're not having to combine them. When it comes to niacinamide, this can be used with all of these ingredients. Niacinamide actually works great with all of them, and they can be used in combination with these products. Now, when it comes to niacinamide, and if you're going to be combining it with these ingredients, I would say to use niacinamide only at 2 to 5% because you don't need that high of a percentage. Niacinamide again works really great with all of these ingredients and can be used in combination safely. But with anything, always make sure that you are doing a patch test, always checking to see how your skin will respond to the ingredient combinations and to the ingredients by themselves as well. These ingredients are great, but now we need to use them in an actual formula. Stick with me because on Friday I'm going to be dropping a video using one of these ingredients. Now make sure you have your notification bell on so you won't miss this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.